Welcome to an extraordinary International Women's Day celebration deep in the heart of an Amazon jungle rainforest. I'm Dr. Jonette, your longevity expert and the creator of the Longevity Switch. Today's video will not only inspire you, but I am also going to reveal how an amazing group of women naturally and beautifully incorporate into their lives the 4 pillars for longevity. I recently had the privilege to travel to Ecuador and the Amazon rainforest and meet with this amazing group of women who have come together to create a better life for themselves and their children. I want to invite you to join me on a journey. Our journey begins and we travel a short distance by bus to the headwaters of the Amazon River, where we then board canoes and are skillfully paddled through the twisty, turny waterways of the Amazon. We glide past Cayman, watch in amazement as a huge Amazonian fish jumps out of the water, lands with a big splash back into the river in an attempt to catch a meal. And the day is hot, the air is humid, but everywhere I look is life, light, and all the vibrant colors of green that can only be found in a rainforest. It isn't too long before our canoe trip comes to an end, and we then set out on foot across the land through the jungle canopy. And as we walk along, we look up into the canopy and gaze in amazement at all of the life that is occurring high above our heads in the canopy. There are monkeys, spider monkeys, capuchin, woolly, and some sort of mini monkey that are swinging in the treetops. There's beautiful blue Amazonian butterflies and all the sounds of the Amazon rainforest surround and envelop us as we move along. At one point, we're delighted when a monkey races down one of the trees, snatches a banana, pauses for a moment, peels it, and then races back up the tree. Our trek through the jungle comes to an end when we enter a clearing and are greeted by the smiling faces of the women who are dressed in colorful traditional clothing. They welcome us into their community and guide us to a structure that is the community gathering area. The strength in their eyes, the wisdom in their stance tells me that I am about to learn some valuable lessons on strength, connection, health, and also how to live in tune with nature. As we enter the common area, that structure where they gather, I see a lovely wreath that has been handcrafted out of natural fibers and flowers. It's the shape of a heart, and I realize that they are connecting to us via the heart by using this wreath as a symbol of a heartfelt connection. We take our seats and are gifted a hand-woven headband that our interpreter explains the women use natural fibers to connect with each other, with us, and also with their heritage and their ancestors. Once we're all seated, they prepare for us a healthy and delicious beverage. As I sip that beverage, bursting with flavor, filled with antioxidants, I realize that these women have incorporated naturally, beautifully, the first 2 pillars of longevity, the pillars of connection and nutrition. As we're finishing our drink, the energy in the room begins to shift. A woman picks up a drum and begins to beat as the other women then begin to dance. The children come and they take our hands and they teach us the dance steps so that we can join in the celebration and use the third pillar of longevity, movement. Movement, dance, is how these women incorporate the third pillar to not only strengthen their body, but also strengthen the bonds that they have between each other and form bonds with us and strengthen the bonds that they have to their heritage and to their ancestors. When the dance is over, we're given some time to give back to them, to support them in their community and in their effort to create a better way of life for themselves and their children by purchasing some beautiful handcrafted jewelry and other things that they have for sale. As we get ready to leave, I asked my interpreter if she would ask one of the women about the fourth pillar, which is the pillar of sleep. She smiles and says, "We live in the center of the world. There are 12 hours of darkness and 12 hours of light every day of the year. When the sun sets, the earth's signal to our bodies that it's time to rest. And when the sun rises, it's the earth's signal to our bodies that it's time to wake up and begin our day. We awake, refreshed, and ready for the day." I realize that the circadian rhythms of their body are naturally meshed and tuned to the natural rhythms of light and dark in their world. Something that we could learn well, something that in our modern, artificially lit world is something we rarely have the opportunity to experience. The lifestyle of these remarkable women is deeply rooted in their traditions, yet perfectly aligned with the natural world, and they naturally incorporate all four pillars of longevity. Four pillars that we often strive so hard to attain. Good nourishment, organic from the earth, that feeds not just the body, but also the soul. Movement is integrated into their daily life as well as into their cultural expressions. They connect with each other, with us, with nature, with their heritage and their ancestors. And their sleep is in perfect harmony with the earth's natural rhythms. On this International Women's Day, let's celebrate these Amazonian women as well as women everywhere who remind us that health, strength, and tradition can all coexist beautifully. Their story is such a powerful reminder that no matter where we are in the world, that we can always find a way to nourish our body, move with purpose, connect deeply to ourselves and others, as well as honor our need for restorative sleep. Thank you so much for joining me on this an incredible journey. If you found this inspirational, thank you for signing up for notifications, clicking the like button, as well as subscribing. I want to encourage you to embrace the wisdom of these women around the world. Live your healthiest, most fulfilling life, and live in tune with your body's and nature's perfect natural rhythm. We'll see you next time on the Dr. Jonette channel.